As a result of the outbreak, their city or entire region may be endangered by a lethal agent. If conditions at your location make this a possibility, you need to consider staying in place until the threat has subsided or blown over.
Goons. My bad. I'm having a lot of technical issues. But fuck this mic. I went and bought a new one. Left my old mic at home, bought a new one. What up, goons? What it do? I like to stalk. Let's go. Song, slap, push day, week, leg day, every day, gang. Talk about Spy. Alright, we got a lot to cover tonight. So Spy. Alright, not a bad day. We had the FOMC meeting around, I believe it was 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern, or the results of that. So big push here from the Spy today. Strong bounce late afternoon, so that's popping. I'm gonna be watching this next key level about, I'm gonna be watching 450 for sure, but I think even as far as like 448 at a minimum, and we might even hit that pre-market. So things are looking good. Again, always be wary, man. There's a lot of chop in this market. The Spy looks good. Strong finish. Bullish. That bull flag, man. What you know about that bull flag? It's there somewhere. Alright. Sweet. So it looks good. Alright, so this learning lesson is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try to make it a little more interactive instead of like the formal PowerPoint and shit. That way you guys can actually not only understand the examples but see them instead of just seeing them on text. So let me try something here tonight, see how this works for us. So we're going to be a little bit lighter tonight with options in terms of helping you guys understand them. Okay. I'm going to make it high level for you. I'm going to keep it easy. So we're going to act as if we're trading an option like tomorrow. Okay. Let's do that. And let's do a real example. All right, Boeing. I'm watching Boeing options personally. So let's act like we're going to buy it tomorrow. So I'm actually going to walk you through my plan and what I look for. And I'm also going to explain to you guys a little bit about the Greeks, what I look for in the Greeks, and then like help you understand the Greeks as much as I can. So the Greek values, they're giving you a value, and then like what does that value mean, right? So I'm going to try to show you an example. So looking at Boeing here, again, this is a real example. Like I'm going to be like, this is me for real planning. Okay. So like the descending channel on Boeing, I just like the channel period, maybe even a bull flag if you want to argue that, I guess. It looks good. I like that we're testing this resistance up here now. There's definitely a chance we could have a false breakout, and that's fine. But I can still get some nice price movement, you know, probably at least to like 229.50. Okay. So I'm looking for calls. I'm bullish. I like the stock. Let me see something here. I had a trend line drawn interim. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit more. And you can see where we're testing this trend line right here. I can get this out of here. This is on the larger time frame. That's why it's so like far off. Maybe a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders. All right, they are fairly dynamic. If that is the case, I think we easily get to that 229 mark. Okay, so I'm looking for calls on this, and when I look to buy them specifically, like for an entry, I'm gonna wait till market open. I like to buy calls at a dip. So like, let's go to the 1 hour here. All right, let's get rid of these. So if I'm looking to buy Boeing tomorrow, right, I know it's probably holding some strong level here, and I know we're going to land somewhere in this trend line vicinity. So I'm looking for a buy somewhere there. That's an entry target for me. Be cognizant of this resistance here, because if we break that, we're probably going to pop, okay? But the reason why we're doing this TA up front is, again, guys, we're walking through execution of an option, okay? So this is giving you a hypothetical example, actually a realistic example, because this is real time. And me personally, I am looking for this option. So, okay, I'm looking for a buy around here, right? It's going to place us between our support and resistance here, hoping we hold this trend line. I'm going to try to jump as soon as I can. I'm going long on this one, and I'm going to actually target a few things here. So I'm going to be watching probably the next key level. You really don't need big movement with options, and I'll probably be going for about 221, 222. Okay, so I'm looking for a 221, 222 strike price. Okay, strike price is like the target I'm going for. So when I pull up the options here, don't get too overwhelmed. Okay, I'll show you exactly where you need to look and keep your eyes there. Okay, don't look at all the numbers and shit, you're gonna get too confused. I'm simply saying I think this is gonna go up by this date, and here is the price I'm going for. That is the strike price, my target. Okay, go to trade up here on Thinkorswim. Now you have a lot of options here. Okay, no pun intended. A lot of options. These are all dates. All right, don't worry about all this shit here. I'll explain it a little bit, but these are all your dates. So these dates mean like when the option is gonna expire. Okay, the 22 is the year, right? So just look at the first two here. So you have ones that expire this week, and if I click this drop down, you can see them. Okay, you have ones that expire next week, and so forth. Okay, so you can see it's in weekly increments. Now, depending on the trading platform, some offer options like Thinkorswim, sometimes even on the same day expiry. Okay, the same day expiration. And when you see that, just know that the values that we're looking at here in a little bit, they're going to be changing throughout. Okay, they're a little more sporadic. All right, let me pull up some of the chat here. I'll take a little bit of a 5-second break here. Make sure I didn't lose any of you guys. Again, guys, we're going through a realistic hypothetical example. We're looking to long Boeing. We came in, we did the technical analysis, top-down analysis. We looked for key levels. We looked at the price action. We did what we needed to do. RSI is fine. I already took a look at that. Things look good. I think an entry is coming in the, I think we're getting in the vicinity of a potential entry. So I'm simply telling you guys, right, where my target is, where my exact target is. All right. All right. Let me just check the chats here, make sure everybody's here. Any questions so far? Again, guys, we're looking to go long on Boeing. We're looking for an options call. Again, this is going to be one I'm personally watching. All right, Johnny said, do options expire at the end of the day of expiration day or in the morning? Good question. They expire at the end of the trading day. So guys, with options, you can only trade them during opening bell. Okay, so you can't trade them pre-market, you can't trade them after hours. And on the date that your options expire, they will expire at, for me, 3 p.m. Central. So for a lot of you guys, 1 p.m. Central. Damn, that's crazy. Your stock market closes that early? What the fuck? That is wild. You guys got it good, man. If you're in Cali right now, you best be trying to figure out this stock shit, all right? And that's why you're all here, of course. But come on, man. Opening bell at 6:30, right? You know, the average industry standard, I'd say, right? Everybody starts work around 8 to 9 o'clock. Y'all can fucking slap on the market before you even go to work every day, man. I gotta be doing that shit everywhere. This shit's hard. It's difficult, but hey, we made it work. You fell for a scam on IG. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, we don't. We'll jump on that. Yeah, we don't advertise. We'll never ask you guys for personal info or anything like that. Right? We're not gonna ask you for your credit card. We're not gonna ask you for any of that shit. You guys have already sent that to the company, right? To bill. So we would never ask you for that shit. Okay, so just be very cautious. Okay. You will never hear from us unless it's like we're gonna hear from you. You're not gonna hear from us. Okay. Like, just know that. All right. Make it happen, dude. You want to be rich or what? Hey, I traded with my phone. I made plenty of money. So you just got to make it happen, dude. Right? Go to the bathroom, for 20 minutes. Or, fucking, just got to make it happen, dude. It's not supposed to be easy, but it's always worth it. It's always worth it. Okay, going back to options. So go to trade up here. We're looking for a Boeing call. I'm going for a 221, 222 strike price. Now, me personally, all right, let's pull up this week expiration. So these expire on Friday, okay? All these you see right here, these are your options, okay? It's separated by two halves of the screen. The left half are the calls. The right half are the puts, okay? We're going to ignore the right half. The right half is if you're going short. You're betting on it going down. So ignore this entire half of the screen, okay? Draw your eyes towards where it says strike in the middle here and over to the left. Okay, these are calls. So we're looking for a Boeing call. Now, the current Boeing price, the current underlying is what they call it, is trading at 218.93 cents. Okay. So come over here and focus your eyes right here in the middle. See where it says strike? If you can see it on my screen, you'll see it with the word strike. And then look straight down below and you'll see all these are your targets. Okay, this is you betting on something, right? So you'll see, right, there's strikes. They're actually less than the current price. That's like, let's put this into a sentence, right? I bet that Boeing is going to be at the price of $202.05 by the end of the week. Okay, now there's a couple things we need to be cognizant of with that. Okay, and we'll explain that later. Now, any price, any target that you have that is less than the current share price, those are called in the money. These are in the money calls. You're in the money. Okay. Opposite of that is out of the money. So if you bet on the price going up from the current price, right, you're probably looking for out of the money calls. Not necessarily, but that's an option that you have. If you're looking for out of the money calls, the market will benefit you for that. Okay. The more of a risk you're taking on, right, the more you're going to get rewarded. You have more leverage is what they call it. So Boeing's trading at let's say 219, easy number, right? Boeing's trading at $219 right now. Okay. I said earlier, I'm betting on 221, maybe 222. I can even bet higher if I want to. We'll explain that. So what I'm going to do, come over to my options and look at the price. Okay. So I said what, 222? And if I follow this row right here, this is the information for that option I'm interested in. Okay, these are the values we're looking at. All right, so let me check the chats here. Do you think level 2 on Thinkorswim is viable? I've been learning about it, but I've heard that it's not too great on it. Yeah, it's viable. What have you been hearing about? You need to stay on Reddit. Since I started trading, I go to the bathroom 15 times a day at work. Good. What options calculator use Gtron? Usually the first two links are the ones I use. Goons. Okay, so none of you guys are lost, hopefully. Again, we're looking for Boeing calls. When I go to a call, I'm looking at the left half of my screen. This is very important. If you're going to buy one of these, you're going to be buying it from the left half. I've actually bought on the right half on accident. Okay. And I made money, but you want to look at the left side. This is me saying, hey, everything on this side, I bet is, in relation to the price going up. This is me betting on it's going down. So I come over here. I like the 222.5 strike. Okay. I'm gonna look over here. We're gonna look at all these other values here. All right. So we'll start with the first or the last two columns here, right? Your bid and your ask. Okay. So your bid and your ask is literally the price. Okay. The price of a share. Okay. Okay. Just think about that. So basically it's saying, let's just look at the ask, for example. Let's say we're buying at the ask. Okay. That's saying that if I buy this contract, every share within that contract is going to be worth $1.08 versus $2.19. That's crazy. Now, granted, when you buy this, move the zero over 2 decimals in your mind, because when you buy options, okay, remember, when you're buying an option contract, one contract equals 100 shares. So everything's in multiples of 100. So I said one share is worth $1.08 at this. Okay. That means if I buy one of these, it's going to cost me $108. All right. I'll stop there. Let's see if there's any questions. Yeah, appreciate it, Burns. I hope I'm clearing it up. You know, it's such a technical, somewhat complicated topic that I'm trying to gauge the learning curve here and the breadth of knowledge. So I want to make sure I'm communicating this out to you guys well. Plus, I know some of you guys are watching this on mobile, so just, you know, bear with me. All right. The stream is in high quality, 1080p, 60. We ain't fucking around. But, you know, it's still on mobile. It could be tiny text. So just be wary of that. Okay. So no questions so far. Got it. We're going to keep continuing on, guys. Okay, again, just to reiterate, we think Boeing's going to hit a strike price of 2. It doesn't mean, and here's one thing too. I can say Boeing's going to hit, I can get a call for $230. I can say Boeing's going to hit $230 by the end of the week. It doesn't have to hit $230, and I'll still make a shit ton of money. Okay, and we'll explain that in a little bit here. All right. Coming over these two next columns, right? These two here. Volume and open interest. Now, this is a preference of mine. I think the big one you need to see at least is the open interest. What open interest means, okay? That's how many options there are right now out there at this price. That means there are 2,965 contracts out there right now betting on a $222.5 strike price. Okay, that's a lot of money. Now, a little tidbit about open interest, right? You want to look where the highest numbers are, because it can kind of give you a feel of what the market's thinking, right? You can literally see how many orders, how many people are betting on that strike price. So as you can imagine, there's a shit ton of people betting on it hitting 220 tomorrow. Well, the setup looks bullish. It's uptrending. It's at 219 right now. It's $1 away. So it's a pretty safe bet. And there's a lot of open interest there. The next one is volume. Volume, you know, take it how you leave it. I think open interest is all you need, but volume is important because you need volume. You need liquidity to trade. Plain and simple. It's the same thing with shares. When you're looking at volume for a stock, you're looking at the relative volume. Okay, you're looking at the shares. You're not looking at the options. So options and shares have separate volumes. The problem is a lot of people, they'll go trade options on like a penny stock because they go, oh, this penny stock has options, so I can make a lot more money. It's true, but the thing is, there might be a lot of volume on that penny stock that day, like a shit ton, but there's probably not any options of volume. So people get into these trades, they're getting these options and they can't get rid of them. They buy them and then they can't get rid of them. There's no buyers. There's no bidders. Okay. So it's important that you have volume. Okay, in your options at all times. And that's why a lot of people, when you talk to them or guys that are trading options today, what are they always trading? What's the common theme, right? Do you see anybody successfully or consistently trading fucking options for penny stocks? No, it's always big companies, right? Amazon, Apple, right? FANG, Meta, fuck Meta, Facebook, Boeing, Moderna, Pfizer, all these bigger companies. I'd say arguably mid cap the lowest, at least large to mega caps, blue chips. Those are going to be your options. Okay. So I'm going to take a second here, take a little breather, see if there's any questions so far. What up, Mozilla? What up, Goon? Do you usually make your expiration date a week ahead? I'm going to talk about that in a little bit here, Bruno. It depends on how aggressive you are. And you also have to consider the overall market, right? The market's choppy right now. So there's just give and take, right? If I'm going to bet on something hitting a price way out in the future, right, a safe bet, guess what? I'm not going to get rewarded as much. And one thing you got to know is that options, they decay over time. They lose value every single day. And we're going to talk about how you can observe that, okay? Excuse me. Oh, thanks, Birds. Love you, brother. Is it simple to say delta minus theta will be a profit if you hold? No. Because theta goes by, they're just tied to different things. So delta's more tied to the dollar movement of the underlying. It's more tied to the dollar movement of the share price. Theta's not tied to the dollar movement. Theta is tied to the time. Okay, theta's related to time and delta's related to your premium, your price. Okay, that's the big difference there. So that's why you can't, they just have different weight. Now they coexist, and we'll show that in a little bit. It's really important you know both. Some people think you need to know gamma, rho. I don't think you need to, especially rho. Gamma, don't waste time with it. Vega might be good to learn, but for this video, we're gonna talk about two Greek values, pretty much the main ones everybody looks at. Okay. You'll see the price go up, try to sell and cancel. Yeah, exactly. So it's the same thing with a stock, right? If you're trading a stock and there's no fucking volume on it, guess what, guys? The price, it's gonna be hard for people to buy and sell that shit. It's just supply and demand. That's why I always trade stocks with super high volume, because if there's high volume, the stock's gonna move a lot more fluid, and my spreads are gonna be tight. That's the biggest thing. Your spreads are tight, okay? Because you have so many buyers and sellers negotiating a price. Think about it. If there's only 4 people in a room and they're trying to sell me a fucking car, right? Your prices are gonna be way more divided. Right, one person's gonna say I'll buy it for 18,000. Another person says I'll fucking sell it for 30,000. Right. Well, if I'm in that same room, instead of with 4 people, but with thousands of people all sell me the same fucking car, right? There's gonna be way more negotiating. I'll get way tighter of a window for a price. So that is your spreads. That's why when you see stuff with low volume, the fucking charts look like fucking salt and pepper fucking thrown on a fucking chicken or something. It's because there's not really any volume. You can't really make full candlesticks. And then even with that, you see how they jump around a shit ton and everywhere. You know, they'll jump up, $2 off one blip, and you don't even see a candle body. That's because it's the spreads. Okay. You see open interest on Robinhood? Yes, absolutely. Around what number open interest do you usually like to see when buying options? Just thousands. I really like 5 digits. I like 10,000 or more, but I'll pay attention to it, but I'm not gonna let that discourage me from seeing something else. So in this example, we talked about how we're looking at 222.5. I'm looking at these, and this I think this almost has the lowest open interest on here. This just gives you the sentiment, right? I think of the word interest, right? It's how many people are interested, right? But this is how many open contracts there are in favor of that interest in that strike price. And that is why it's a good gauge to kind of say, hey, there's a lot of people betting on it hitting 220 tomorrow or by Friday. There's a lot of people betting on it hitting 225 by Friday, right? Fairly bullish sentiment here. And you can kind of get the same sentiment when you're looking at puts. But again, we're focusing on the left side of the screen for today. Play with it on your own time, okay? I want you to be dialed in. Puts is literally the same shit. It's just flipped. It's the same shit. Even the values. The values are flipped. The concept's exactly the fucking same. So, don't get too abrupt, okay? Which one would make me more money? If I sell at 221 with a call that I'm... Wait, hold on. Wait, which one would make me more money? If I sell at 221 with the call that I'm saying it's going to hit 230, or with a call that's less? Oh, a call that's going to say 230, but it depends on how soon it hits it. It depends on how soon the price gets close to your 230. It depends on how soon it moves up. So like, because... So here, we'll dial it in. We'll dial it in a second here. Okay. So let's finish these last two columns, the last three. And we'll go high level on some of these. So Delta is your premium. So we're focused on the 222.5 strike. Here's our Delta. Now for me, here's kind of my general rule of thumb. Okay, a little tip. I like to have my Delta. Everybody trades different. Okay. Everybody trades different. I'm more kind of halfway between aggressive and conservative of a trader. So this fits right for me. I'm slightly out of the money, not crazy out of the money, because the more out of the money you are, the more risk you're taking, generally. But anyways, let's look at this. So 225. Okay, we have a 0.27 delta. General rule of thumb is I like to make sure my delta is higher than my theta. Okay, a lot of people do not look at that and they get fucking destroyed. Okay, now higher or close. I like to say close. Maybe higher is not the better word. Okay. I wish these were closer. I really don't like this one right here, to be honest with you. Okay, but it is what it is. Okay, Delta 27. So that means, this means, let me see if I can pull up a note here. Shit. Okay. Let's just do this. So, the 0.27. Alright. This means for every $1 price movement on the stock, on the underlying, okay? So the stock currently is at $219. Okay, if the stock goes up to 220 and I bought this call right here, okay, add this 27 cents on top of my ask, okay? Because one of these is going to be, let's say, so let's buy one of these, right? It's going to be $108. Okay, so I own one contract of Boeing, 100 shares, one call, $222, 222.5 strike price, expires the end of this week. If this thing goes right up to 220 ASAP, my $108 will turn into 100 and what's the math on that shit? 135. Guys, that is a fuck ton. 108 to 135. You know what that percent is? The stock went up $1. $1. That's like 0.5%. You get 0.5% move on Boeing to the upside, you're gonna make like fucking 30%. All right, generally. Okay. All right. Last one here, Theta. Theta is, it's essentially saying you're gonna lose 66 cents for every day that you hold this thing. So you go through a whole day, day's over, you lose 66 cents. That's a lot, guys. That's a high theta. Okay, 66 cents. Think about that. Thing's worth $1.08. You're gonna lose 60%. You don't get rid of this shit, right? So that's why you gotta be really careful. You gotta watch these. You gotta know theta and delta. You gotta know them. Okay. And please go rewatch the stream. If you need a little bit more of an explanation, you need to hear it again. Okay. And then last one, implied volatility. We're gonna cover this quick. Implied volatility. The more the merrier. Now, with implied volatility, the general rule of thumb is You want to buy when implied volatility is low, forecasting that it will get higher. Implied volatility is simply just like how volatile it is, right? There's more transactions, there's more going out with the stock, it's moving more, this, that, and the third. There's a breakout, right? If it's in your breakout point, or it's been breaking out, or if it's been running hard, implied volatility can be in hundreds of percent. The day that Peloton ran up 40% the other week, implied volatility for those options were like 300 to 400%. Okay, so you want to get here. If you want to get there before the party starts, try to look for implied vol. I like to look for at least under 100%, implying that it could go up to 150, hopefully, or whatever. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful, guys. This options explanation. Okay, running a little bit out of time here. I want to get to maybe some simulation trading if we have time. Or would you guys like to look at some stocks for today? Let's ask the crowd, because we simulation traded yesterday. I know you guys like it, but you know, there's not a lot of times during the week where we get to cover stocks for you. So if you have any plays you're really watching tomorrow, we can talk through them. Okay, let me know what you prefer. I'll be checking out the chat here. Alright, cover some stocks. With options, you cannot buy and sell a contract right away. Yeah. Is there a way to find out how long you have to hold until you can sell? Let me see. Sorry, I'm just looking it up for you. Because I can't remember. I mean, I scalped, I remember I scalped Neo yesterday, and I only had it for 3 minutes. So, I don't, I think it depends. It's something with the, I think it's something with the intrinsic value. Let me get back to you on that. I can't recall, but just know that I really just did it anyways. But you know about options. Do you use an Excel spreadsheet to calculate and track options, or is that old school? Nothing is old school. I use Excel for a lot of shit. Excel's the new school, son. I use Excel. Depends on what it's for. I don't use it for options. I use an options calculator, and I think, you know, they're phenomenal. I think I posted in resources in Discord. I'll go check. If I didn't, I'll put it in tonight. But just use an options calculator. So, you know, it's a little hypothetical, because obviously the values on the option are going to change by opening bell, but they shouldn't change that drastically. It just depends on how it acts at open, which is usually crazy. But these values are going to slightly change, but you can still gauge it appropriately. So an options calculator keeps it real simple for you. Like you can literally just type in the ticker, and it'll just pull up the options chain for you. You don't have to like enter all these values in manually and shit like that. So, and then it'll give you a nice visual chart, like a matrix, and it'll show you like the top axis time, so the X, and then the Y axis is your price, your underlying. So you can see like, hey, so you can talk hypothetically, hey, if the price goes up $1 by Thursday or by tomorrow, how much money am I gonna win? How much am I gonna lose? So it's super nice. Excuse me. All right, let's update the watch list. Yeah, I buy and sell options within minutes. I think it depends on. I know what he's asking. I just don't know how. I don't know the answer. There's something that is affected or something when you exercise an option like immediately. I don't know. You know what? I'm a savage and I'm just gonna I'm selling anyways. I don't give a fuck about no rules, son. Do you scalp on stocks and options? Yeah, always. I'm a fucking savage. Let's go through the watch list. SPY, keep it up. Apple runs with SPY, keep it up. SoFi getting near a big breakout tomorrow. This might be the play of the day tomorrow. Keep your eyes on it. Very bullish. SoFi looks awesome. I think it cracks tomorrow. So keep SoFi near the top. All right. Virgin Galactic, it's cooling down off a breakout. I like the volume that it has. I don't know if it'll hold. I like the volume. I'll keep it on there. VIX, always gotta watch the VIX. BBIG, let's get rid of some of this shit on here. Fuck. Sorry guys, I can't get my clicker up. Give me a second. There we go. All right, a little bit of an ascending triangle, perhaps. We've been watching it close for a while. Not sure where that resistance is. I think it's about there, 385. Volume's coming in. I'm waiting for a cooldown, maybe cup and handle here. It's a little speculative. It's there, a little bit cup and handle. So, but a little bit of a descending triangle here too. So be cognizant of that. We need the whole 348 about. Facebook. Yeah, fuck this company. Yeah, Facebook. I don't know what it's doing. It looks goofy. Keep it off. Bank of America. Alright, take that off. Neo. Always trading Neo. I'm looking for Neo calls tomorrow. Neo, Boeing, and just Neo and Boeing so far. I'm forgetting one. American Airlines. I keep my eyes on American Airlines because I'm entertaining options with it. Last time I checked, their options chain wasn't too bad. A little bit of a cup and handle. MedX. Damn, MedX is fucking ripping. I know Dre was in this. Oh no, I think he was. No, yeah, I think he's in MedX. Well, who's all in MedX right now? This thing's waking back up a little bit. And hopefully you weren't bag holding. Yeah, MedX looks really good. Looks sweet. Let's find a lot of consolidation. Around 24. Trend line. Alright, somewhere down here. Looks good. Holding it up. Zynga. Fuck Zynga. Trash ass company. Fami. Fuck you know about Fami, dude. Fami about to crack, son. Fami about to fucking crack, son. Look at this shit. Fuck you know about Fami. No shit about Fami. Look at this company. Moon. Shit looks awesome. TNXP. I don't like it. Twitter. Looks like shit. Tilray. God, man. Why is there so much shit on here? Cup and handle. Tilray looks really bullish. I like the stock. A little bit of development in here. A little bit of a handle. Eat. DraftKings. Love it, love it. Ascending triangle, waiting for a breakout. DraftKings has nice options. I think they have phenomenal earnings. Okay, you gotta remember last quarter's baking in all of the previous NFL season, and online gambling, the gaming space has been like, I mean, it is way up in the last like 8 months. So I think DraftKings has phenomenal earnings. It makes sense why we're forming a little bit of an ascending triangle leading up to it. Now this isn't a reversal. This isn't a reversal pattern, so be cognizant of that. But nice clean V shape starting to form here. Peloton, yeah, fuck Peloton. Fun, yeah, fuck fun. Mara, I need to trade Mara more. This thing is just like so predictable. It's like, oh, how's Bitcoin doing? Okay, Mara's up. So I like the stock. Prague looks like it's about to fucking clap. I almost called it out this morning. I'm glad that we waited and stayed patient with it. I think it's gonna clap. Boeing slapping on that shit. Mara, Moderna, very oversold. Ooh, it's cheap. It's at a big support. I don't know. Might be good for puts. They've been having some sketchy shit happening. Pizza Hut. Just kidding. Hut mining. Looks alright. Trend line here. Watch it. Slapping. Bull flag. Probably. What the fuck you know about a bull flag, son? Hut. BT. Looks like shit. Head and shoulders. Alright. Clean one. Yeah. It's gonna crack. CFVI to the downside. Let's clean this up. CFVI. Yeah, you know, a little bit of a... see the uptrend here, right? Clean uptrend. It's looking a little goofy. Not a lot of volume. Get the fuck on my face. Beyond Meats. Looks like it's gonna crack soon. IRNT. Kind of looks like shit. BBI. Love it. Like the stock. GRWG. Looks like shit. Let's run the volume scanner real quick here. Hook. Almost called this one this morning. Didn't like the price action on it. Actually just consolidated all day. Wow. You don't see that a lot after a pump and dump. It's pretty rare. Sundial. Fuck Sundial. Viac. Let's see here. Sell off. Fuck that. SOS. SOS is waking up a little bit here. Bitcoin mining company. A little bit of a bullpen here. Somewhat. Looks good. Slap it. Clap it. SOS. Schmacking. Alright, pounds here. Yeah, fuck pounds here. Let's take a look. 4 hour. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. It's cracking a little bit here. Crack-a-lacking. Schmacking. Pre-anticipatory run for earnings, perhaps. Earnings might take it to the top, baby. Comes out pre-market. We'll look for some bullish continuation off that. SoFi looks amazing. Virgin Galactic looks like shit. BBIG, AMC. AMC looks fun. I like the stock. Hey, that was actually applicable that time, huh? Ascending triangle, maybe, maybe not, probably not. Not enough touches from me. I like the trend, and I like the stock. Alright, let's check the chats here. Excuse me. Hook looks good for tomorrow. Gap filled on the 3 month. Ew, Hook. You like this? Yeah, maybe. That volume's too random for me. If it's a multi-day runner, I'll grab it on the dips, but I'm gonna let it develop. It looks like just your typical pump and dump. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. So if you get out right away, you'll lose from the fees. MedX, nice. Halliburton, what's the ticker? Hal. Oh yeah, getting really extended here. If you're in this now, not financial advice, but damn, girl, you better take some profits. This thing is very extended. It needs to pull back. Looks good. All right. Yeah, yeah. When you say clap, what do you mean Do you mean tank? No. If it was gonna tank, it probably wouldn't be on my watch list. Unless I'm shorting it, sure. Zombie Nation. Look at that shit. Was that just a fucking... This is price action? See, there's a trend line there. Fuck. They got some catalyst coming up. Earnings. Yeah, this might have some nice bullish continuation on it. Look how low it got. This is what FAMI's gonna look like, but it's gonna go way harder. iTub. TC, you motherfucker. Well, hey, we had a plan and we got out. Probably didn't even get in if we followed the plan. I'm looking for the next trend line on TC. Eric. Kasprikishke. Night Scope. EDU. Neo. PBR. Fuel Cell. I already know some of these already. BKKT. Nokia. TBL. MRO. Man, this thing is holding nice. Look at this motherfucker. Like that. Kyle. Nice moves. I like the stock. Sense. Holy shit. M. Humble. Is that waking up again? The fuck did I chart this? TNXP. ABEV. Mullen. Cool. Feels good. Alright. What are you guys watching? Holla at the boy, man. What y'all watching, man? Holla at the boy, man. But yeah, my top plays for tomorrow definitely gonna be Neo, Boeing. I want to keep my eye on DraftKings. I'm really liking DraftKings. I'm bullish on DraftKings. I've done some DD on this company, so I got a little bit of that fundamental background. But I like the stock. Carnival Cruise, ew. You like trading those? Big double top. Shalapping, boy. KSCP. Yeah, it's moving nice. I had that bull pennant breakout. Or whatever the fuck. Alright, still kind of doing a little George W. Bush here, double top. I like it. Looks good, baby. AMC been goony lately. Let's check it out. He said it's going to 20s. I think it's going to $5. Let's take a look here. Let's see. Yeah, look at this symmetrical triangle looking ass fucking motherfucker. Yeah, it looks bullish. It looks bullish. AMC to the moon. Right? This is probably the squeeze right here. This is it. Moass, baby. Ape Nation. This is the squeeze. Tomorrow. Yeah, it looks good. All right, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna wait for a few more questions, and if not, I'm gonna call it a night. Please do me a favor, guys. Leave us feedback in the Discord, and be sure to check out all the Instagram posts, guys. Go ahead and like those things. Help out the channel, and you'll learn a little bit of something too. So, holla at the boy. I bet. Cool, guys. Well, hey, I hope the stream helped you out. Should be having phenomenal audio quality coming your way shortly. Just made some upgrades today, so hopefully you guys can capitalize on that. And you know how you will? By joining the streams. It's been a good night, guys. Hopefully this is helpful. Let's get our minds right tomorrow. Let's get sharp. All right, keep your eyes on the markets, please. It's very volatile. Okay, don't get too don't be too ambitious in this market. Okay, be very just have precaution. All right, have a good night, guys. I'll see